Hi guys, sorry for the lack of videos lately. It's been almost 2 months exactly. I think the last video was the 26th of June, so we've gone June, July, August, and I think we're on the 24th, so it's been almost exactly 2 months. I've been quite busy sort of doing this and that, but nothing camping wise, or I've done no more repairs to Nina or anything. No, I've done nothing. There is one bit of news to let you know about. Jen decided, or we decided, that we couldn't justify having 2 campers at the moment. Our circumstances have changed a little bit, so sadly Scylla's had to go. She was sold last week to a nice guy in Stroud, and he's going to turn her into a camper. There was also talk of selling Nina. Thinking behind that was, if we sold Scylla and Nina, we could buy a Volkswagen Crafter or Volkswagen LT, so that Jen could still go on her Volkswagen meets, and I'd still have a big camper to use myself, because I don't really like the little ones anymore. Now I've had Nina, I like the space. Much more usable and easier with the dogs and things. So yeah, so we were considering selling Nina, but after looking at some of the crafters and things on eBay, if you look at the list of jobs that they've had done in sort of like a relatively short time, I mean, Nina's 16 years old now, and for the past 5 years, touch wood, to get through the MOT she's needed very, very little usually. I hope I'm not speaking or tempting fate there, because her MOT is due in the next couple of weeks, next week. Yeah, next week. So yeah, so I'm hoping that she'll be good to me again. Yeah, so yeah, Scylla's gone. Jen sort of was a bit fed up, you know. She was really looking forward to the adventure she was going to have in there, but not to be now. We've got lots of, I mean, we've been doing video footage because we got her through an MOT. We've actually got some footage, I think, in the MOT station of her actually being MOT'd, and we've got some footage of Austin doing some welding work on her. We've got a few bits and pieces of video which are just sat on Jen's hard drive at the moment. I'm not sure if she'll end up putting it up or not, so a thank you to everybody that subscribed to her, and we're wishing her well with that. Sadly not meant to be. She may end up putting up the rest of the videos, you know, just to finish off and just to let you know herself what's happening one day, but she's a bit sort of fed up that she had to let her go really, and but we just couldn't justify having the 2 campers. So yeah, so she's gone. All the bits that Jen bought for Scylla we've still got, so I spent the last couple of days making a kitchen pod. I don't know if she saw, did she show you the cupboard we bought for the kitchen? I can't remember. But anyway, I've turned the cupboard into a proper little kitchen pod, and now I'll put a picture here somewhere, there, and yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple of days. I've had a lot of fun doing it, and it's a really good little pod actually, because it would be one of those you could sort of like clip in and make it, you know, have it modular, just clip in somewhere. There's a lead coming out the side of it that has like a cigarette lighter plug on it, so you just need a 12-volt accessory socket somewhere and plug it in, and the tap runs, and there's like a little LED mood light on it as well. Yeah, so that looks quite good. But Jen's uncle Merv, I don't know if you remember Merv, he came to see me down at Dursley when I went camping there back in April. He's since bought himself a van to convert, a Fiat Ducato I think it is, and yeah, he's going in his van. So is the chair that Jen bought. I don't know if you remember the chair, Lickly or something, like an IKEA type chair anyway, the one that pulls out into a single bed. He's going to have that as well. So yeah, so not wasted. And the kitchen pod came out really well. I was really chuffed with that, and it's a shame we didn't get to put it in Scylla, because I'm sure Jem would have enjoyed using that. It was just different, a little shabby chicish, but yeah, it looked good, and I was quite chuffed with it when it came out. So yeah, so that's going in his van, and we've got an ice cream van. It is very hot today actually. I've gone down to just under 28 centigrade, so but it's still quite hot. Yeah, so what was I saying? Doing a lot of in and out, aren't I? Nothing's changed there. What was I talking about before I got interrupted? Oh yeah, Scylla. Yeah, so yeah, Scylla's gone. So we're not gonna let Nina go now. We're gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna finally finish her off and try and get some use out of her. And then when she finally goes to the big camp of graveyard in the sky, we'll look at getting maybe a newer type Volkswagen big van then or something. But I wasn't impressed with what I saw with the work needed doing on these, like, crafter. I think it was a 2007, 2009 crafter, and the list of work it had done was ridiculous. Yeah, ridiculous. It wasn't on high mileage or anything. It was only about 80 odd thousand miles. Still some holidays, so I've still got kids walking past. I'm actually sat on the drive, so as you can probably see out the window there, that's our house. Yeah, so yeah, not impressed with what I've seen on those, and you know, I've had Nina 5 years, and so far she's not really had to have a lot done to get through an MOT. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be doing the bulkhead. Shall I just will this twist round? Hang on, let's undo it. Sorry about the wobbling. I've got you on a light stand. Yeah, so I'm going to basically cut this down to there, this bulkhead, peel the carpet back from there, cut all the way across there, and then fold the carpet back over, stick it all down, and yeah, so that if anything happens to the side door, I'll be able to scramble out through that way, hopefully. So yeah, since I've thought about that, I just don't feel safe now. You know, it's typical. It's like if you think it's going to happen. Never had a problem with the side door, but if you think it's going to happen. So yeah, and finish this kitchen off as well. Can't really see a lot there. Finish that side off. That needs all making into a proper cupboard. This this side here, I'm going to leave that for now, because on the wheel arch just outside there, the rear wheel arch, it's a bit rusty and sort of like falling to bits. So hopefully my good friend Austin is going to help me out with that, and if it needs new metal welding in, put a new arch in or whatever, and then filler it and paint it so it all looks nice again. At the moment there's a piece just like coming away, sort of like going into two pieces on the actual wheel arch itself, so I'm hoping that goes through the MOT. They don't deem it as don't deem it as too jagged or something. It's not jagged, but it's, you know, you only got to touch it and it moves. So but that's the only bit on the whole of Nina, so I think that's probably had a bit of a bump at some point and been repaired, and the repair's gone bad. So it will have lasted a few years though. I mean, I've had her 5 years, so So I don't think they did a bad job. I just think it's, you know, it's because it's been repaired, it's gone again. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. I need to do these lights, those lights there. When I went to do the split charge relay, I have to earth the leisure battery to the chassis, and when I did that, the fuse for these kept popping. So obviously up on the ceiling there somewhere, where I've got the screws going up through and I've got the wiring going through, I've hit one of the cables for these lights. So I need to take each screw out in turn, and until it stops popping the fuse, and find out where the short's happening. Yeah, so I need a big bag of fuses to do that. It's going to be difficult taking the roof down now, because I've got the kitchen there, because it's all one piece, goes all the way along, and the kitchen is sort of like built 2/3 down, yeah, so I can't actually take the roof down completely now anymore. But it will sort of flop down if I do need to get to the wire in, but I'm hoping just taking a screw out and stopping the short will be enough, once I find out which one it is. So yes, so that needs doing, and then once that's done I can do the split charge, and there's lots of little jobs to do. I mean, there's nothing big to do anymore. It's just finishing off really, and putting my inverter in with the extra socket on the kitchen. So I'll have 240 sockets and one 240 inverter socket. I think my inverter is a pure sine wave, and I think it's 1200 watts, maximum 2400 pure sine. So anything up to 1200 watts would easily go on the thing, on the socket. So I'll probably put a little label on the socket saying maximum 1200 watts. Yeah, but I rarely use that. I mean, everything I use, sort of, I'm sort of geared for 12 volt stuff anyway, so there's not a lot I use. I don't actually use the mains. I don't really go anywhere to use it. Jen's used it when she stayed at the Slimbridge campsite. She had hook up there, which obviously she uses her hairdryer and things like that. But no, everything I use is geared towards 12 volt. You know, it's only the lighting, TV's 12 volt, the tap's 12 volt. Yeah, I don't really use anything else that isn't 12 volt. You know, all my stuff charges off of 12 volt. So, oops, sorry. So, yeah. Anyway, just wanted to catch you all up. Really, I haven't disappeared off the face of the earth. I'm still around and still doing stuff, and I'm hoping just to go down for a night this weekend actually at the field. I may film a bit of that, I may not, may just chill. You've still all seen the field before anyway, so it'll only be me making cups of coffee and stuff. So I don't know if that's interesting to you, is it? If it's interesting to somebody, then maybe I'll film it, but yeah, it's I don't know. I know when I was looking at camper stuff on YouTube to start with, I really enjoyed the bits of just seeing people. I could watch it again and again and again, of just people camping and using the camper. So I will see you later, and hopefully next time you see me all that will be sorted. So probably do that by the weekend if I am going away at the weekend. So if anything does happen with the side door, I can get out, because I'm going to be on my own, so I don't want to be stuck in there having to call fire brigade or something. Can you let me out? That would be very embarrassing. I don't fancy kicking a window out, because they cost me an absolute fortune to put in, these bonded windows. So anyway, cheers guys, I'll see you next time, bye.